Wake it up! I said wake your ass up! It's not all about this ain't what they do. In the morning! Full court! And me!
Top of the morning, mother, get you out of bed by calling up a ruckus. I know you hate to love us, get your ass up out the covers. It's time to rise and grind, get your money on time so you can rise and shine.
Wake your ass up! Wake it up! It's showtime, baby. It's showtime. Showtime.
Mashing the snooze button stretch. Good morning, yes. How about the shower in the mirror check? Checking my fresh and I keep it 103.5. Get it correct on your dial, that's the FM. So tune into us, let's trend. Beat the topic on the morning show that's on it though. Clean out your eyes and sip your coffee, let your morning flow. How about your vibe like you arrived, but it's time to go. Top of the hour like the ad-lib, my state is song.
Yeah!
Put the coffee in the cup and wake your ass up. This beat hit so hard, thought it was a Mack truck. Grab a bag up, that diesel and gas up. For this ride, we about to drive till 9 can't pass us. Cause we're leading the caravan, serenading your travel plan. Herding the cattle, man, as we give you a battle plan. For all the wealth to grab up. But first, you need to wake your ass up.
My city, I wear it. Dally, the black is gearing. I'm coming to lift your spirits like toast in the drink. I'm a breath of that fresh air while you yawning. Chasing that paper, we be on it. Speaking of mine, and that's designed to make you think. Hold up, just sit it down for a second. Tune in and think. Who put it down with the bars and don't need a drink to drink? That'd be me, whether gargle or the breath stink. From running late, so I'm rushing like doing things. Could you get it?
Like a fresh cup of coffee in the morning. We gon' get you one of those days. The word to play. It's your morning.
Cause see it's growing, I got it, call it the buzz. These dudes vagina, they leaking, needing a plug. These chicks is lonely, they weak and seeking a hug, and we got them fresh up early mornings on it, waking them up, let's get it.
Put your sorry behind them. From your time.
True. I'm here for the early birds. Give them the worm. Can't say a dirty word. My town to yours. Rooftop to the curb. The topic's superb. Politics. Give us that acknowledgement. Elephant in the room. You couldn't move it. We the monolith. Wipe that cold up out of your eye and hit up that Wi-Fi and peep the other sun. Every day come catch another one. Compliment your coffee and your honey bun. Tune in with the tune in or the FM on your morning run. 6 in the morning. Fighting for bathroom time with daughters. I got my laptop popping. They keep it ugly for all us. Every demographic on perimeters. We who you listen to is independent radio for independent listeners.
And live on the track. Hold it, Drago. My vocals. Woo! You were waiting for lyrics. Did it how we do it, baby. But I can give you some answers. Quantum on the beat, baby. Young Race.
Yeah, this your boy Kotic, a.k.a. I'll be there when I get there. And you listening to Ugly Radio, streaming live 24/7. So stay connected, keep it ugly.
For real. Keep it ugly. We are coming in kind of quiet this morning. Anyway, keeping it ugly. I am, of course, the unstoppable Joe Ugly, the Dean of the Independent. God's other son. The sterilized back. All right, enough with all that. It's Thursday morning, and I'm bringing up. I was just trying to come up with. Well, hold on one second. I was trying to get this thing here just now and was unsuccessful. Here we go. Finally decided to populate. Right now, we're looking at. Just a coronavirus update, we're looking at 215,000. That's added 4,000 as of 10 p.m. last night. 215,357 cases across the country. And we bumped up, we're up at 5,113 individuals has passed away. Recovered, however, is 8,878. Which really is questioning, that's a troubling number to me. Although we say recovered, But let's remember, the big number is 215,000, and only 8,000 has recovered from this. Only 8. That's a large number. There's over 210,000 individuals who have not recovered from this as of yet. They have not gotten the green light. I'm going to let you guys know that there is something that you can do about this. There's absolutely something that you can do about it. And we'll discuss that as we do our thing here this morning. Anyway, we are rolling right along. I'd like to first say good morning to you, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Morning.
Shout outs to, let me give everybody their big ups, rightfully so. Looking from, I'm going to just follow I have it on my screen. I'm looking at Harry Jokes. Good morning to you, young man. Also, man, you can't say good morning? Not in that big old pumpkin. Anyway,
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning to Trevor. T. Higgs. What up, kid?
What's up?
Caleb, what up? Caleb look like he just... Yeah, you all right, man? You look like you just get... I don't even want to know. Rob Nice, could we get a picture of you, please? A video? Where the hell are you?
I'm like trying to get myself together over here, but I got you. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Also, shout outs to Karik sooner or later. We're going to have to see what the hell you're doing. This in your car business, it's all right, but it's getting old. That picture is getting old. It's really killing the flow of the joint.
Come on, man. Never satisfied with nothing. Come on, man. Seriously.
See, that's a problem. Anyone who just want to sit around and be satisfied with any and everything, then that's good for them. Trevor, why don't you give us a lineup of what's coming down today, man? Trevor.
Oh, we got a loaded show today. I'll tell you that for sure. We got some straight up ugliness. We got some National Guard in Southern Connecticut State to tap on. School bus drivers are in limbo. A White House advisor for its coronavirus vaccine trials is on target. Will be the ultimate game changer for national. And Trump hints at using federal programs to provide coverage for Obamacare decision.
Okay, why don't I let you just roll right into some news one time? Hit me with a headline. Harry, do you have a headline to show with them? I don't know.
I'll give you the National Guard. The National Guard has begun to temporarily surge hospitals on the campus of Southern Connecticut State to help ease the potential healthcare crisis in town once the COVID-19 spread peaks. Federal Emergency Management.
All right, I'll take it from here. Yeah. What we're looking at here, this National Guard situation, the federal, which is the FEMA, by the way, their offices out of Maryland, Massachusetts, out of Maine and Massachusetts, if I could speak, help with the delivery of several trucks, full equipment. Wow, to the Moore Fieldhouse on SCSU campus on that's yesterday. That was to begin putting together the 300 beds. So where exactly is the Moore Fieldhouse? Do you know, Kadak, is that the one as you start going towards Brookside?
I want to say that one, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, though. Truthfully, I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, that's an interesting thing right now. We have a hospital that's being erected on a field. And, I always talk about over there in that area, but I guess that part of the area is dry because, that's all wetlands. It's not too far from it.
It's near the Wintergreen parking garage.
Yeah. Oh, near the parking garage. Oh, okay. On the other side.
Yes, that's where it's at.
Okay.
It's near the Hutchinson Natorium.
Oh, okay. That's cool. That's across from the graveyard. Man, that's a sad thing. You go in there and you feel like, man, cough too many times. They just put you on a wheelbarrow and roll you across the damn street. Like, I hate to make light of this, but
yeah, that's the crazy part. Man.
We sound as if we're making light of it, but it's like something that could really make me feel anxious about.
It's crazy what I thought about though. Allergy season.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I got allergies too. I'm scared to even sniffle. Like, it's crazy.
No, you want to talk about allergies. The real thing is Harry forgot that we could see what he's searching. And I am looking here and I'm like,
me too.
What
That's crazy.
That's why Harry messed me up when I was reading the story that he was like, my whole screen was full screen. Thanks, Harry.
I mean, I just want to understand what the hell is like, why is Harry looking for, I'm not even going to tell what he's over here searching. Harry, you okay? His mic. Yeah, Harry's in some kind of way. Did you hear Harry?
No.
No, we can't hear you, Harry.
He's muted.
He's muted.
He muted himself.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I did mute myself.
I know we can see it. Are you okay?
No, not really. I'm a little bit slow.
I mean, today. Oh, you just rolled over?
Yep.
Well, these things happen. Some of the equipment included beds and supplies for sanitation. All right. Okay. Enough. I'm starting to get itchy as soon as I start reading this thing. Keep going, sir. You're talking about 300 beds.
2,500 beds are of beds available for an as yet undesignated purpose.
Yep.
Although one will be provided to housing for medical staff at hospitals.
Okay.
Well,
I guess a lot of these things are set up to do the overflow. So we have one of the biggest hospitals in the Northeast is Yale New Haven Hospital. One of the past New York. This is I don't know. Yale might be even bigger since they swallowed up St. Raphael's as well. No. So let me clear my throat. So Yale New Haven, I know St. Raphael's, which is over on the Chapel Street Sherman Avenue area. That's been swallowed up. So Harry's driving me nuts for what he's doing. I don't know what the heck he's doing this morning, but
don't get me started as well. He already drove me nuts already.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out what exactly is it. Every time that I focus in on my screen, something else comes over it. I'm like, okay, maybe Harry knows what the hell he's doing there that I don't need to know.
No, I just realized that I had the show on a separate screen, so the audience was listening to us, but they just couldn't see us.
Oh, okay. Put us on as a side project.
See how it is. Totally see how it is.
I feel your love there, Harry. I feel your love, man. But anyway, well, that's not gonna work. Jesus.
To go on about this National Guard. So my friend, he's actually over there right now working on this. He said it's just nonstop working. Like only a couple hours of sleep, getting back.
What does your friend do?
He's in the National Guard.
Okay, and they're setting up the. Why you guys spoke with each other recently, and he just told you that that's what he's doing?
Yeah, because when I saw this article on the New Haven Independent, I'm like, oh, this is cool because my friend's over there right now, and then I was talking to him about it the other day, or before he left, because they go 3 to 4 days and then they come back home and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Wow. We got a little intel. Connecticut National Guard is on location, and is this the only hospital anyone knows that they're erected in the state, outside?
I have not heard anything else for other states from other cities, other towns in Connecticut, though. I'll be amazed if they do it, because I know UConn, Stanford. I know if I were Stanford, they'd probably do the UConn Stanford area, because that's like a big area as well.
Where's that?
It's in it's in the downtown area. Where UConn
downtown. You mean stores?
No, there's a UConn Stanford campus.
Oh, Stanford, Connecticut. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I feel like maybe Stanford, Connecticut, or either take like one of those, like this UConn Stanford campus, or maybe like one of the high schools. Totally not too sure.
Wow. So this is what we're facing, and now they're looking at the numbers. They're saying somewhere in the ballpark of we're looking like 2 million if we don't do it right. Now, I also saw other countries. I think the Netherlands was a country that said that they are going to use masks regardless. They don't care. Anyone seen that? Heard that?
I did not hear that. So are they going to wear that like by wearing masks? Are they going to wear that like full time whenever they're walking around, like going like place to place outside, and like are they going to include wearing gloves as well?
Yeah, everywhere outside. Yeah, go ahead.
Some doctors are already suggesting that you use scarves or cloths over your.
Right, correct.
Yeah.
This way you don't spread. Just in case you have it, you're not spreading it.
Yeah.
Because, go ahead.
So you're saying if you have coronavirus, and you could, aren't they telling you like be quarantined if you have coronavirus? They're like,
well, what if you don't know?
If you don't know it.
If you don't know it, and you happen to, some people spit when they speak.
That is true.
This could be a problem. Harry, do you have control of my screen here or something? Could you take that down for me?
You want me to take the article down?
Yeah, you could take that down. Thank you. Because I was trying to figure out where the hell is the rest of my screen, and I'm like, okay, something's got to give. Caleb, I really and truly, this is definitely not working for me. Not this morning, Jesus. I'm in a weird space this morning. What's that? By the way, what's that?
Caleb's coming over to help you right now.
Oh, good. I need to have that all on one screen. It's just too much going on right there.
Do you want
and you know what? Never. Yeah, let me hear that.
Do you want some straight up ugliness right now? Get your day going.
Yeah. Let me get that straight up ugliness, sir.
All right. Coahuila police arrest visiting Florida man for violating 14-day quarantine order. Coahuila police arrested a 62-year-old man from Tampa, Florida man for allegedly violating the state's mandatory 14-day quarantine order. The man was arrested around noon today in Honolulu, where he had stopped. He had arrived in Kauai, Hawaii on Monday and has checked in the boutique hotel in Iso and Kepa. Kauai police.
Well, I mean, what do they expect this guy to do? I mean, just to go live outside on the sidewalk? I mean, the governor of Florida refused to shut the place down.
Mm-hmm.
This guy booked this place to come down there. All of a sudden, what? He's supposed to just.
Well, he finally shut it down yesterday, Joe.
He shut it down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But this yesterday flew to Hawaii.
He flew what?
To Hawaii.
Oh, he flew to Hawaii?
Yeah.
Well, I'm quite sure he didn't use his own little plane to fly out there.
No, he took it gets better. So he said he was violation for governor's order that requires visitors to self-quarantine in their place for lodging if they have arrived after March 26th. He was booked at the Kauai Police Department cell block for a misdemeanor. He posted for $100 bail and was released and has a court appearance on May 7th. The preliminary report says that prior to his arrival in Hawaii, the man stopped in Georgia, caught a flight in Washington, where he caught a direct flight to Lehigh. Kauai has been in criminal citations.
So where is it? Well, first of all, I'm sorry. Where did he get arrested? In Hawaii?
In Hawaii, yeah.
Okay, so he went out to Hawaii from Florida.
Yeah, he went to Florida, then to Georgia. Yeah. And he went to Washington and got a direct flight to Hawaii.
Well, who the hell is still flying planes?
Hawaii.
Okay, so then don't blame him. I mean, we got to blame some of these people who are encouraging people to do this stuff by still saying, hey, you know what? Well, we'll book you on a plane.
Have you seen like flight prices? They're like so cheap right now. You can get them for like
I was just thinking that.
Yeah,
of course. You know what they come with? Coronavirus. Who the hell cares about going somewhere?
Yeah, I think I saw a flight for $37 round trip.
Yeah.
Well, here's the crazy thing. And even if they say for an extra $3, well, you will fly you first class. I'll be like, no, keep it.
Yeah, facts.
I mean, at some point in the game, you got to realize price is not everything. I mean, you got to tell yourself, you know what? I need to stay alive.
You can get a flight from New York to San Diego round trip for $148.
Ooh, nice.
And you could, And you could get coronavirus by getting out there on that plane.
That's free. You get that free.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get that.
No. That you'll get it at the gate. You can get it at the gates right before you board this plane. At some point, you realize, hey, you know what? My life is worth a lot more than getting on this plane and just going somewhere. I mean, leave the damn flights for emergency people. We have to stay home. We have to.
Well, you know, I was supposed to be on vacation this week. Actually, I was supposed to go start tomorrow. And I was going to be a week in Florida. And we had to cancel all our stuff, right? We canceled everything. We have a timeshare. We canceled our stay at the timeshare, our flights. And they gave us a refund, or not a refund. They gave us credit that we have to use in the year. So
oh, my God. And that's the timeshare.
No, the timeshare, they were great.
Right.
You know, they moved.
How in the hell the airlines are going to give you that kind of restriction? Oh, we're going to give you a refund that you got to use in the year. No.
Yep,
no.
credit.
My life does. Yeah, they give you a credit that you got. And what did you tell them?
Well, you see, that's the thing, that they got you because the policy was, at the time when we bought it, I could have bought the insurance for an extra $100 of just in case, and I didn't. I didn't buy the insurance because I didn't know the coronavirus was gonna be around. That's the real reason that you have insurance. It's called just in case.
In case happens.
Word.
In case stuff happens. That's what
in case shift happens.
Yes, that's what I don't know about shift, but anyway,
always break the insurance, Harry. Always.
I wanted to save the $100, right? So
and you know what? You were gonna blow that $100, and you know it.
I know.
You were gonna blow it, but you know what it is? It's like it goes back to where the prices to get on these planes. People refuse to look at the big picture. We get zoomed in on whatever we're being branded on. You were saying?
Where were you going to go to Florida, Harry?
Jacksonville.
Oh, you were north.
I was just going to visit family to actually see our new niece that was born in the recent year. So
congratulations.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations to the family. And the arrival of the little new one.
But you know what? When I came from Florida, we were in Florida maybe 8 months ago, right?
You brought this thing with you. And you give it to Kotick, by the way. Kotick don't know he had it.
No, not even.
What's amazing to me is he's arguing with me that he didn't have it. I'm like, how do you know? You won't test it.
Well, he could have, right?
Yeah, but he couldn't have been tested.
And that's the truth. We came back sick as hell from Florida. But but when we got on that plane, right? It was JetBlue. So the best seats you could get on JetBlue is the seat next to the exit, where it's the largest seat.
Oh, okay. Yeah. By the emergency exit. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's on all of them, actually.
You know that since I had a cane, the stewardess, I guess they're not called
the flight attendant. You did yourself.
The flight attendant told me I couldn't sit there because I was handicapped.
Right, that's right. You can't stay there because those are emergency exits.
Yeah, but you know
So what did they do for you?
They switched me with an 80-year-old man who could barely walk down the aisle. And his seat was a sardine can.
Oh my God.
So my knees were right up against, and the person was reclining.
Here's something about this whole. I can't wrap my head around it. Maybe it's because I was younger and I was more limber or something. Because I remember flying in the 80s, 90s, and actually up until like the mid 90s, where you could have fit on a damn plane. And then the O's hit. I don't know what it is. Maybe I got bigger. When the O's hit, oh my God, just became so damn hard just to sit on a plane.
Nah, if you remember, I think it was in the late 90s or the early 2000s. They actually, they wanted to fit more seats on the planes, so they made it 20% smaller to fit seats.
Well, you mean they stack them in to make the seats
Yeah, they
small.
stacked them in. They made they added more seats. They wanted more passengers, so they took away our space.
I remember when. So I went to where was I? I was going somewhere, and I was flying. I ended up in the back coming. Oh, I was coming back from Germany, I think it was. Anyway, I was flying back, and we waited last minute. That's right. We were coming back from Germany and waited last minute to book a flight, and my wife had to be back for work, and I'm like, so we flew, and I ended up in what's they call that? XL. The XL seating. I sat down in that thing, and from the minute I sat down, keep in mind, this is a 7-8 hour flight back, and on my leg, I'm trying to slide it under the seat in front of me. Oh, it was brutal. So I had to keep putting it out in the aisle. That flight attendant, that old gas bag, oh, she was so mean. She kept walking by, and she'll see my foot every once in a while. She'll tap me. She'll wake me up. So you have to keep your foot inside it. You have to keep your foot inside the aisle. It cannot be in the aisle. If you can, I'm like, the goddamn plane is going on. You're not gonna wake me up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the hell is wrong with this woman? You have to keep your foot in the aisle. And then she kept. At one point, when she came down with the cart, she saw my foot. She banged my damn. I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. This is so on. I'm gonna win this war. So I go to sleep now. I finally got it on there. I go to sleep. And I woke up right before they're coming down the aisle. And she, they check on people. She's now trying to play she's nice to everyone. And as soon as she got to me and she touched me the way, I go, I go like that. Why are you touching me? Why are you touching me? I was sleeping. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm violated. Oh, I went through. I put her through the work. I put her through the works. You want to play this game with me? Oh, I'll make you catch a charge. I'll go next level.
Did she quit the next day? That's the real question.
Oh, she was so nice all the way into JFK. She was the best one for the last. Oh, she was like letting me know, sir. Don't talk to me. I feel violated. Oh yes, I was like, oh yeah, I want your boy. She better be glad I didn't ask her boss. She was fondling me.
Oh man.
Oh, you want to be nasty about it? No, because I woke up and she had her hands on me. I'm like, oh, wrong move. Here I go, Joey.
No, Joey, no.
Not the friendly skies.
Yeah. No, I mean, she had no need to be as nasty as she was all the way banging my foot. Oh, you should have seen her. She woke up in the middle. She saw me. She just bang with that damn cart. I'm like, okay, all right. And keep in mind, there used to be a time when you had space between the seats and the carts. There's no space now. There are no space. So when you hear me talking about flying first class, I'm just trying to fit on a damn plane. Never mind all this trying to be extra. I mean, I just want to fit. Shut up. I thought I was cut. Yeah, I just need more room. That's all it is. It has nothing to do with Joy. Oh, well, it does have a little bit of me being extra.
I fly United. I usually live a little. Going to a fight.
What's that?
I usually fly United or American. I usually end up seeing a fight or argument between a couple.
Yeah. Oh, is that right?
Whoa.
Yeah. The thing about American Airlines is like first class is just mean you just got a bigger seat, but they pile you in the first, the first 6 rows or so.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, it's like the worst because you get to go, they put you on the plane first.
Mm-hmm.
And as you get on, you get on there first. It's not like if you're flying, well, Lufthansa, they don't have first. They got business class, which is like their first class. Not Lufthansa. Oh, no, they have Lufthansa. Let me take that back. That was, what's this here? It slips my mind. It's the one out of Ireland.
Ireland?
No. It's Lingus, Aer Lingus. They have a business class, which is like their first class. But Lufthansa, they have they have the big baby. They have the double-decker. First class is first class.
Oh,
yeah.
So it
yeah,
looks like
first
the plane,
class is
So it looks like the plane from Soul Train then.
no,
Soul
even
Plane.
better.
Soul
no.
Plane.
No,
Soul
no,
Plane.
we're no. It's because I'm the
There we
black
go.
man. All of a sudden, I'm on the plane with the guy spinners on them. No.
Yeah, it's Snoop Dogg and Kevin Hart is flying your plane, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I
Jesus
immediately
Christ.
thought of.
Why was that the first thing that came to mind?
When you said double-decker plane, I was like, Soul Plane.
That is not the first double-decker plane you've seen in your life, I hope.
Yeah,
Oh, we can hear you, Harry.
Harry, we hear you.
Harry, you know we can hear you, right? We don't want to hear that, Harry. You got to mute your mic when you're doing this. Harry's in another world this morning. Caleb, can I please get a cup of coffee or something? Please.
Yeah, I got you.
I mean, I'm half dead up here. Go ahead. Somebody hit me with. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say about the plane thing. You know, these days that they have, it's like it's a requirement for you to be evil or the rudest person there is.
Yeah.
To be a flight attendant.
No, you know, it is like a requirement for them to be nasty to the passengers who are not flying first class. I watch the way they treat people. They treat people like garbage on these planes. Like you got to take whatever it is. But if you're in first class, they treat you, like you're. But I started to say about American Airlines, you get on there and they put you in the first 6 seats. You're the first one on the plane. And then after that, everyone comes in and they got to look at you. And you feel like a fish in a bubble. I just used to put on my shades and just like, just lay there, just put my head back because you feel like a fish in a tank. Everybody got to walk by and look at you. And in my case, you know, they look at me like, what this nigga doing up here? Oh man, you don't know how many times I've gotten that look. Like, ain't he in the wrong place? Especially when I go through the South, like North Carolina, or I get that work. Like, they give me that look. Like, what are you doing up here? Oh yeah. Anyway, moving right along. What else we got?
White House advisor for you, Chief, says coronavirus vaccine trials on target and will be the ultimate game changer. The first human trial testing a potential vaccine to prevent COVID-19 is on track with public distribution still projected in 12.
It's on track. What the hell does that mean? Does it mean we're gonna get it anytime soon? Harry, did you hear anything? Got it.
Are you talking about the hydroxychloroquine?
No. He is right about that. They were talking about that, but they were talking about using that. Did they do anything with that?
Well, they've been using it now for the last 3 weeks, and now the medical professionals are using it as a prophylactic. So basically, they're trying to they're taking it before they get it, so that their immune system is stronger and everything. Now, for a while there, people were hesitant to even do it because there hasn't been any trials. But
you're right, exactly. But this is the other part about it. The other part about this whole pandemic is, well, now we're looking at people getting desperate.
Well, the thing is that that's how China has gotten its numbers down. France, Italy's getting its numbers down by using the hydroxychloroquine. The thing is,
I thought they're getting their numbers down because of the way that they quarantine. Italy, I'm talking about.
Not just that, and a study just came out from China saying how they did, I think, a 60-person study, and the people who were on hydroxychloroquine, most of them got better, the period of time which they were sick lessened. The days got shorter with the hydroxychloroquine. So now we're getting, it's still anecdotal stuff because there isn't a long-term study going on. But just like, when polio was first introduced, You basically, since it was an emergency thing, you have to try things quicker.
Right. I understand that. I clearly understand that. But I do got to say is that's that battlefield tested nonsense.
Yeah, exactly.
And then that's the kind of stuff it makes me a little nervous. Battlefield tested equipment. So
that's got to make it stronger.
But you have people in New York. You have people in New York who were on their deathbed, couldn't breathe, and as soon as they start getting the hydroxychloroquine, it's like a miracle. They've gotten better.
Well, I got to blame your guys here for this here, Harry. I got to blame your guy. I mean, Trump.
Why?
Because
he's been pushing it for 3 weeks now, and the media said he's not a doctor, so they don't understand why he's pushing it. And now, just like everything he does, he's gonna end up being right.
I don't know none of that nonsense that you're trying to spout there. That's straight Fox News garbage. But anyway, what I'm saying is that what I'm saying now, however, is when you look at when this thing happened, when it was in Wuhan, China, why is it every other pandemic that's anything like that hit any other country, we have a usual policy of having our disease experts touch down in those places so we can have an idea of what it is before it got here.
That's pretty simple, Joe. China wasn't letting the CDC go. From the inception of the virus, the United States had been offering our best doctors to China, and the CDC was offering to go over there and help them with figuring out a vaccine and everything. China refused our help. And the funny thing is that you have Joe Biden and people like Rachel Maddow saying, we needed to be there. We had to be. We can't do anything if the country doesn't allow us in.
Okay, while I let you talk now, let me talk. What he just said sounded so great. Now, I let you talk, man.
My bad.
What you said sounded great, but however, the infectious, the CDC, the CDC there were limitations on what they could have done over at, squeeze, go, bang. There you go, my dude. So the CDC could have went over, but there were limitations, and this guy didn't want any limitations on what it is that he was going to do. Now, you're right. And we don't want any country to just come over to our country and just say, hey, we're going to be there for whatever reason it is. But this guy, instead of him making sure that he could, that we were there, he did not even care to negotiate. He didn't even care to talk with them. That's all.
True, and the first virus, the virus started in end of November, right? We really didn't start taking it serious until mid-January, right?
No, sir. No, sir. Incorrect.
Now hold on.
Incorrect.
March.
Incorrect.
Hold on, let me
First of all,
finish.
no. Before you go any further, who's we?
Well, let me just finish, Joe. Let me finish
Who's
my
we?
thought, and then you could comment. The United States. Now, listen. Now, ask yourself, what were the Democrats doing during that time? They were trying to impeach Trump, right? And Nancy Pelosi was, lackadaisical with the impeachment. She didn't want to send it. Everybody was focused. The whole Democrat Party wasn't even talking about the virus. When Trump started limiting transportation to China, they called him racist. Nancy Pelosi, the Democrats were talking about Chinese New Year and all of this stuff. Okay, the Democrats didn't take it serious at all. So
you're not going to filibuster. You're not going to filibuster. You're going to give people a chance to talk. And you're filibustering right now.
They were impeaching, right?
Right now. Okay.
When did you hear the Democrats talk about the virus?
You're still filibustering by not allowing me to speak. You have just clearly identified how incompetent Trump is. You have just literally
incompetent.
You have just again. You will not let me speak. You have just explained how incompetent he is. Bill Clinton was in the middle of one of the worst impeachment in this country. He was getting worked. Ken Starr was going after him. All of them has
work.
Again,
He's been doing it without the Democrats.
Again, you got to let me get time to speak. So Bill Clinton was going through the worst. He was catching that work. But what did he do? He still ran the country. He still ran the country. So you have just shown how incompetent. You just shown how incompetent Trump is.
The Democrats are.
You have just proven that he could not be. That's something that here it is. He was being impeached, and he could not focus on what he now called. He was the one who started limiting transportation, and you guys called him racist. Now he's a genius for it. No, he's not. No, he's not.
Of course he is. Have you heard the doctors? He may have saved millions of people by limiting the transportation to China. The doctors are saying that. Dr. Fauci is saying that. He may have saved millions of people by starting early to limit transportation. Trump. And that was with you guys calling him racist and trying to stop him from doing it. As a matter of fact, some Democrats think he still shouldn't limit transportation.
Again, the way Harry tells a story, he makes his songs. He has this convincing nonsense to him. But Trump didn't limit any transportation to China. Trump ran some tariffs he was running against this guy. Trump wasn't limiting transportation for Chinese New Year. That's fabricated.
This information is horrible,
This is the stuff
that you're doing is
horrible. This is the stuff
that you're to your audience.
Oh my goodness. You know, it does not work that way. It does not work that way. We're going to be professional about this. I'm going to give you an opportunity to voice yourself, but I'm not going to let you filibuster. And filibustering is when you talk, and then you change the subject, you change or you blend into something else because you can't control yourself.
All right, you know what? I'll scream on mute.
You jack donkey. And then, but anyway. Continue with your story. It was beautiful. In case you didn't see what he did, people, he muted his stuff and just started screaming in midair. Guy's out of control.
It was beautiful. It was absolutely.
It was. It was. It's a clip that I will take and.
I will clip it. We'll edit, chop it up. We'll keep it forever.
Yeah.
All right, continue, please. We're really off clock right now. We're off clock this morning. So right about now, we're supposed to be getting what, sports?
Oh, get down to that. I got you a good one. So you've heard of DAZN, the streaming service that they've put on fights and they have like a lot of other stuff as well. They are without live sports for the foreseeable future. They are taking 2 steps. The Sports Business Journal reports DAZN will furlough employees in the near future, with being furloughed working in departments whose workloads have diminished thanks to the lack of live games. The bombshell revealed by the Sports Business Journal is that DAZN plans on withholding rights fees for games that have been suspended and won't make any future payments till the leagues are able to be more specific about their start dates. Stateside, DAZN.
Well, DAZN is playing games. They're playing games. I mean, they're holding the money hostage. And like you said, let me just break down whoever sneezed, bless you. Let me just break down what the hell. By the way, if you sneeze on mic again, back off, Kadik.
I don't have a mic.
We can hear you.
I'm right here. What are you talking about?
I know. You sneezing, and we don't need that. Trying to spread coronavirus. So let's get. Let me just break it down to the listeners about this thing about DAZN. If I understand the story correct, they don't want to give back they don't want to give up the money that they receive for running games from the franchises. Am I correct?
That's right, yes.
So they don't want to give it back. But the real reason why they don't want to give it back, they're claiming until the franchises, or should I say the NBA or the leagues, let them know a definite day that they're going to be back playing. But of course, the leagues can't tell exactly when they're going to be back because the coronavirus, we don't have an exact date. Hell, Florida just went on lockdown yesterday.
Yeah.
So this is garbage. As you started the statement, if I understand, as you started the story, you're saying that these guys are on life support anyway, correct?
Yeah. Right now,
okay,
they have like some live program and they have like a few radio shows they broadcast, but everything else they had to cancel the big they had a big fight coming up of Canelo Alvarez and Billy Joe Saunders, which has been postponed now on May 2nd.
Okay, well, of course, but they don't want to give back any of the money. Well,
yeah, they don't want to pay any of the leagues right now.
Right, but okay, so they're not going to pay the leagues. Well, I think it. Let me see how they run that back. Okay, so they don't want to pay the leagues, so they try not to pay their contract to the leagues. Is what it is. Am I correct?
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay. All right. Okay. So it's the reverse. So then instead of they don't want to give back, they don't want to pay the leagues. Well, the leagues are collecting money right now during this time.
Not real. Like no one's in service right now, so there's no one.
Yeah. So what? I don't get it. What is this deal? Like, why is this even a story? Because I can't see if the league is trying to collect money.
Oh, it's been real because they haven't made they won't make any future payments. That's the problem. Because they're broadcast over 200 countries. That's
why. Yeah, I get it. I don't care how many. This is a pandemic. It's across the globe.
Mm-hmm.
So the question that I want to know is why? Who's upset at whom over here? I'm lost. I'm trying to know because I thought I had this one, but apparently I don't. Who's upset at whom? At whom? Go ahead.
It's like it sounds like the zone's like upset with what's going on because they were supposed to expand, and now it's not going on. There's no live sports, and the zone is known for having live sports on all the time. It's like
live sports. So they're mad at whom? Who? So the zone is mad at stuff.
Yeah,
they're mad at.
They're mad at the coronavirus.
They're mad at the coronavirus.
Really, that's who they need to get mad at. Be mad at the coronavirus. Don't give them a story, man. They're just making noise. They're just trying to get their name out here. Somebody will do a press release. And then we're up here reading their garbage. Now, don't read that. That's not a story. The bottom line is the coronavirus, and nobody having sports. Hell, New York governor just shut down some of the damn basketball courts in New York City. So shut up. The hell is wrong with the zone? Not you shut up, but I'm talking about the zone. Go ahead.
I don't know if you saw. Did you see that Toronto's on lockdown until June 30th?
Who?
Toronto, Canada's on lockdown until June 30th.
Well, they may as well because the prime minister up there, I mean, he tested positive. How is he doing, by the way? Does anybody know? Harry? Kadik? Anybody? Caleb? Anybody? Trevor?
I haven't heard.
Higgs? I haven't heard anything.
What was it?
Rob?
Did he get tested? I knew his wife was positive, but I don't know if he.
No, I thought he had tested positive as well.
He might have. Yeah.
It was the Canadian Prime Minister?
Yeah.
It was his wife.
It was his wife.
His wife? Okay. Yeah. Well, by the way, is she okay?
All I've gotten from March 12th is she tested positive for coronavirus.
Yeah.
March 12th to now, or she in the clear. She got that presidential, or should I say in her case, she got that prime minister injection. You know that.
Yeah, the actual cure.
Wow. The one that, why do you think Trump could run around and keep shaking hand? He done been hit like at least 20 times right now. They're like, you got it. Oh, somebody hit me again. Pop. Yeah, he just hold his hands out.
No, it's like an EpiPen. He just injects himself.
Exactly. He just hits himself and keep it going. The hell? I'm not impressed. Ron DeSantis. By the way, what the hell is this about the National Guard? The Pentagon have ventilators, but they're only sending them. The White House is only sending them to certain states.
What they're saying is that they're sending them by need, right? So like New York requested $30,000, right? So if they would send their whole stockpile to New York, it would leave the states SOL, right? So what he's doing is that they're stockpiling and sending them by need. Like Connecticut, you saw Lamont yesterday. He was saying he made a request, but instead of his request being fulfilled, they've gone to states who have more serious problems. So.
But then Lamont also said yesterday that what he was doing is he wants to get ahead of the curve. So he's watching where is it going to, where that curve may go up on him, and that is in the southern part of the state, closer to New York.
Absolutely, so I understand wanting to get ahead.
Right, so that's what he wants to do. He wants to get ahead. But when you're sending it out to Wyoming, what the hell is wrong with you?
Hey?
No,
What's wrong with you?
No, I'm not talking to Trevor. I'm talking about this Jack Donkey, who's telling his people who are sending it out to places.
Trevor felt guilty because he said me.
And see, they're sending it out to places that actually don't have an epidemic right now, like Seattle. I mean, the Washington State should have definitely got some. They're being out
they all
because
got
he's mad.
some. The thing is when they make a request for 30,000 and they don't have 30,000 people that need respirators, but you have other places around the country that there are people.
What's the number one spot? Where's the hot spot right now in the United States?
New York.
Give me four.
New York, New Jersey.
New York, New Jersey,
California, Michigan.
Okay, those are the hot spots.
Yes, and you saw the governor of Michigan has just reversed, right? Because they were one of the ones that came out, one of the states that came out and said, Trump is not a doctor. We're not going to use hydroxychloroquine. And yesterday they reversed course and they are asking the federal government to ship them hydroxychloroquine.
Okay, right now, yesterday I was so caught up, I got myself jammed up on some serious. I just picked the wrong day to do paperwork, and what that does is just puts me off the radar with keeping track of everything. So Harry comes out and he makes these comments like, yesterday, did you see yesterday? And I really don't have a 100% pushback, and I'm not that guy who likes to just say
you want
things.
me to put up the article?
Just because, yeah, if you got an article.
Hold on, I'll get it.
My thing is not just to say things because the wind blows. Well, then again, sometimes. Why not?
Depends on the situation.
Yeah, it depends on the situation. Talk about Kotick? Yeah, let's go with it.
Yeah, say anything.
Say anything. I'll say anything.
Your mind.
At some point in that game, I will.
No, when it comes to me, you do.
Oh, yeah, I will. You're 100% correct, Kotick. Sometimes I just say stuff about you. I mean, if I don't do it, who's gonna?
Exactly.
Nobody.
Okay. Right, nobody. What?
I got the article that you want.
Yeah. Okay. Let me hear it. Let me see it.
I know you want.
Just let me see the darn article.
I got a question, Joe. You really don't believe Harry's stories, huh?
None.
Oh my God.
None of them. Not one of them. Not one.
First off,
nigga credibility is way off.
Gotta use the Detroit.
No.
Nobody reads that Trump.
Is everybody seeing that? Well, like Trump, I'm usually right and Joe's wrong.
So now, do you want me to say why Kotick?
No, but look at the article. How about you read the article? Governor Whitmore reverses course.
Because it says Metro Times.
The Detroit Times. This is a Metro Times because it's a local paper of Detroit.
Got it.
Go ahead.
Got it.
Press is a local paper.
Now do you see why?
It's a legit site, though. It's a legit site, man.
So you don't trust local papers.
Got it.
It's like the Arizona paper that had Obama building the cages, right?
Got it.
Nobody cares because it's a local paper. Why, Joe? This isn't true.
Got it. Now you see why?
Prove that it isn't true, Joe.
Got it. Now you see why?
Joe,
it's
prove
okay.
that
Take
it is
this off.
not.
It's like It's like reading off the New Haven Independent website. Like it's
exactly.
You know
exactly.
Got it.
But Joe thinks Paul Bass is a liar too.
Got it.
Go ahead, Joe.
Yo.
But do you want me to tell what you said about Paul?
You can say whatever you want about Paul.
You really want me to start talking about what you said about Paul?
You can lie all you want.
You really want to go there? Do you really want to go there?
I'll tell Paul in his face whatever I want.
Do you really want me to start telling Paul Bass the things you said? Like how?
Let's hear it.
Joe.
Like how you really want me to tell him how you do what you said about it?
Paul Bass also knows Joe's a liar, so
okay.
Bury him, Joe. Bury him.
Go ahead, Joe.
I'll tell you what. Hey, Paul, and I know you're listening. Any day you want to know, bro, just call me. Listen, Paul, whatever he didn't say, I could add in. I can improvise. Trust me. I got this. Whatever he didn't say, trust. I could help you. I can emphasize because I would tell you how he held his head when he said it because there's certain meanings to that.
Yeah, Paul wouldn't believe you.
No, of course he wouldn't. I won't blame him either. I mean,
just bury Joey. Just bury him, please. Get the shovel ready.
Guys are going at each other's throat. What happened between Trevor and Harry? What really happened there?
He's racist. Trevor's racist.
Okay, Keith. Okay,
Wow.
Keith.
He doesn't like Puerto Ricans.
You don't even like Puerto Ricans. What the hell are you talking about?
I don't even like Puerto Ricans.
I don't even like Puerto Ricans. I love myself.
Shut up, Keith.
I love myself.
Harry's one of those people like, I'm in.
Love your skin.
Harry is like, Harry is the Stephen of Django for the Puerto Rican race. For the Puerto Rican community.
Wow.
Harry is like, he gets in. Harry like, and Carrie's like, why they keep letting those Puerto Ricans in my country? Like, what is wrong with you? They're Americans.
Yo,
only my family are Americans.
Go out in the field.
You see,
none of you.
The problem with you guys is that you
guys.
Whoa.
You guys.
Because that's right. I said it. That's right. I said it. You ignorant people. All right. So you guys.
What are we missing
about? And I'm basically talking to Joe, not the rest of you guys. But
okay, let me hear. So
the problem with you is
the
that
black guys. Okay.
Well, the problem is that you don't like that I'm not an ignorant sellout. Right, so I stand for truth, regardless of race, regardless of anything. I stand for truth, so I'm not a sellout of the human race.
So just because Harry thinks because he yells into a mic, say a date, a time, and a lie, and he thinks we're supposed to buy it.
Prove that I'm lying, Joe.
I'm always proving you're lying.
All you do is
move on.
All you do is move on.
I move on because I can't stand the stupidity.
You could not even defend the Democrats right there when they were.
What are you talking about?
They were focused on impeachment for 3 months,
and your incompetent president could not do his job.
He did his job.
I didn't move on from that. Your incompetent president could not do his job.
What are you talking about?
Meanwhile, you had Barack Obama had to actually do. You had Mitch McConnell and the whole Paul Ryan and old Burt Face was there before Paul Ryan. The Speaker of the House before Paul Ryan, Mr. Crybaby himself. Whose names escape me right now? You had these guys. The Republican had the House and the Senate, and would not let Obama do one thing. Not one thing.
That's a lie.
Everything.
You want to see a Congress that doesn't allow a president to do something? Look at the Democrat Congress right now.
They are known.
The Democrat Congress right now.
The 112. Listen to me. The Congress under John Boehner and the Congress under Tim Ryan and under the Senate under Mitch McConnell, they're known. They are in history books. They are in history books as the do-nothing Congress.
The do-nuts in Congress are the Democrats who have been focused on trying to impeach the president for 3 years, Joe.
And he's been incompetent. And they give Obama hell for 8. Why are you crying? You sound like those people. You sound like people who say
Trump accomplished more in 3 years than Obama did in 8 years.
What did he accomplish? The fool, he started on third base and swear to God he hit a triple. What is wrong with you? He came in with a great economy. Look at the economy.
That's
because
a nice
of his
line,
tariffs.
Joe. That's
look
a
at
nice
his tariffs.
line.
Look at the stupid tariffs that he went and put up.
Actually
Today we can't even get
help
swabs.
countries come to the table to make those trade deals, Joe. You know better than that.
This is where just because I have to fall back because you're incompetent and wait until I'm finished with a sentence and then chime in. What your dumb president has done was he decided that he was going to put a stupid tariffs on cotton, the same type that goes onto the swabs that we can't get today. Today we can't. We're having a short on swabs, cotton swabs, to do tests because that Jack Donkey put a stupid tariffs on that. You got farmers who who now is on government welfare because of that garbage he's been doing. The stupid tariffs. But just because you got a bunch of people who are just stupid, I'm just gonna call it what it is. Because when I see someone talking about something, they lost their jobs because of the tariffs. This Jack Donkey working at a nail factory, a factory that makes nails. And he lost his job because he couldn't get the steel.
Yo, they ain't nobody.
But then he's still talking about what's that?
Nobody's working right now. So
WNHHLP 103.5 FM New Haven.
Move on, Joe. Move on.
You
You can't even anything.
Crew. Want to go to the business report?
Please.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I like dealing with this. You know what, man?
It's like talking to a wall, you know?
But and the thing about it is, like, I don't want to keep.
Is a wall.
I don't want to keep.
Wall, Harry.
You know something, Harry. Anyway, that's another thing. I'm not even going to go through that. You know, the thing about it is that I have to let Harry keep going because at the end of the day, how the show sounds is a reflection of me. So I often have to just back off and let him do this. And then he's so incompetent. Or should I say, he's such a mic bully that he finds himself not wanting to let anybody else out here talk, that he starts yelling in it. And he has this thing because he's in charge of the controls. He turns your mic down a little bit less than his, and then he starts yelling. This is what he does. You should see him inside in the station.
Yeah.
He does the same garbage in the station.
Lying, Joe. I can't control nobody's mic here right now.
He starts yelling. And, if he starts yelling and I'm over here I'm trying to prove a point, nobody gets across. And he's just so, and it's not like he don't know this. He knows this. But there's no control valve on him, no behavioral control to say, you know what, the listeners got to hear this, so let me back off. No, his lie is more important. So he continues screaming.
I'm gonna bench myself. My bad.
Don't bench yourself.
While you're at it,
that's what you do.
We're sit at CNN Business Box, please.
Go ahead. Can you show me the business report, man? Harry? Where the hell did he go now?
Oh, my bad. I was benching myself.
Good. Where the hell is where's the business report? I need a business report. My God, what kind of what?
You can start talking.
I need the stocks.
We need a stock report, dog.
Oh, okay. That's what you meant.
What do you think I was talking about? I'm done with this guy. Jeez. This is the thing when we're not all in the stick.
Well, that's how I feel about it right now as well, Joe.
Oh my God! Right now, CNN Business reporting the Dow, the Nasdaq, and the S&P were all down last week. Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm doing the business report here. Harry, control.
He attacked me. That racist attacked me.
He hit me. He touched me. He touched me. Shut up. CNN Business reporting the Dow, the Nasdaq, and the S&P were all down last session. The Dow was down almost 1,000 points. I don't know. They might have hit the e-brake on that one. 973 points is to be exact. Scrolling down, we're looking at world markets. But the futures are looking pretty good today. As I said yesterday, I really and truly it wasn't up on the news. So I don't know what happened late last night. What was the news that got the futures looking good? Japan is down, but Hong Kong, London, and Germany as of 7:53 a.m. this morning, they're all up. I'm talking Hong Kong, London, and Germany. They're up. Japan is down. Big losers are on the board. Damn, just one?
Wow.
Are you serious?
Wow.
Are they still in business, by the way? They're down 61 points. What do they do? Somebody please find me a Conic Corp.
You know what's... Am I on?
Oh, you know what? Everything else is closed. That's why this one is 61 points. Are they still in business?
They are a leading provider of advanced aluminum products.
Oh.
Yo, can everybody share the video, by the way?
I already did.
All right, we're looking at commodities, Well, commodities, all the commodities are looking good. Oil is up, which really bugs me because oil is up to $22.40 a barrel. Looking at gas is up as well. Gold is up. Silver is up. Corn is up. Copper is...
Give me 2 seconds.
Nobody knows. Keep it going.
Difficulties.
Okay. So you want to know what those numbers mean. You need to holler at a certified financial advisor. Is copper up? Trevor?
Difficulties.
Trevor, did you say copper is up?
No,
okay.
No.
Don't worry about it. Why don't we just let... what's that?
Copper is copper.
There you go. Copper is copper. So if you want to know what those numbers really mean, what I just read off, just holler at a certified financial advisor and ask them to get you in the game. You might want to say like, hey, you know what? I need to get my money situation jumping over here. So moving right along. What else we got?
Coronavirus is expected to cripple U.S. auto sales. Companies are pushing for 0% financing and online buying. Automakers are offering 0% financing, deferred payments, and online tools to assist vehicle sales as the coronavirus pandemic cripples the auto industry.
When I saw GM was the first one pushing that, when I saw GM was pushing in the Chevy, I saw the commercial where they said, we'll give you 120, I think it's 90 to 120 days deferment of payment on new vehicles. What you got?
Copper's up, by the way.
Copper's up. Okay. So all the commodities are looking up.
Let me give a shout out to one of our listeners, Gerard Gibson, who's actively texting on the Facebook page.
Hey,
what's up? Hey, yo, what's up, Gerard? You know who that is? Big Buns. Oh, we can't call him Big Buns. Yeah, that's Buns. We can't call him Buns no more. He used to be on with us. Shout out to Buns. By the way, Buns was a damn good producer. He got out of the game, but he was a hell of a producer back in the day. I mean, remember he had that, him and his cousin Breeze had that track. Oh, as a matter of fact, I got that track on my, I'm going to get back to the news in a second, but I have that track up. Yes, hold on one second.
Okay.
He said what? Go ahead. What did he say?
He loved your line of his lie is more important than, the facts.
Shout out to my man Buns. No, but his track, I have it in my phone, and when people track hit my phone, that means it's really good. I don't just throw any track in there. I got tracks for like 10, 15 years. If it's good, it's gonna stay there. It's gonna stay in my archive. Anyway, I was cycling into Massachusetts last summer, and that track from Buns, it came on right on time. I was starting to cramp up coming back through in Avon. And that track came out, me. I don't care what time. I don't care about your dime. All I think of all the time is just me. And the beat was just so pounding in my ear. I was like, yeah, I could do this. Cycled all the way back through Farmington. I was like, yeah. I just kept putting it on rewind, just to let you know how good of a track it is. Continue. The business report.
Yes, due to skyrocketing jobless claims, weakening consumer confidence, and state orders for residents to stay at home, automakers are expected to report their worst sales declines in years. J.D. Power expects auto sales to decline at least 32% in March compared with a year ago. Edmunds forecast sales to fall 35.5% this month, capping 11.
This month?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know why they're really hurting. See, well, it's something that a lot of people have not realized. They missed the President's Day sales that they usually have. Those big sales. They really missed out on those. Those spring, come out and get your, but nobody's hitting the damn car lots anymore. Well, what is Carvana doing? Do they sell new cars or only used cars? Do you know? Carvana?
I know what Carvana is. I've seen some people get used cars, but
I think that's the only thing they sell is used cars. I'm not sure. Go ahead.
That's true.
Yeah, they're used cars.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes you get like a really bad defaulted car because someone bought a Corvette off there and the warranty did not line up or was not expected to line up with it.
But remember we talk about Carvana? And the reason why I always reflect to Kotick is because he's been with me the longest. But right now, I don't know. His son must have his attention that I can't. He's not being part of the program.
Went on Carvana's Twitter.
Yeah.
And right when Trevor said that about the Corvette, I'm looking at an i8. And it puts hashtag the safer way to buy a car.
So the Carvana, what these guys have. I remember when we did the story on Carvana a few years back, and we highlighted that they're a car company that have I had concerns because they're a car dealership that have what they call those things?
Car vending machine.
A vending machine. Why did I go blank on that? I don't even know. They have a car vending machine. My concern back then was, what happens? We all know vending machines stick. Here it is. You go and you try to get a car, and you drop the coin in, and all of a sudden the car is coming down the conveyor belt, and all of a sudden it stops. What do? Do you go and shake that damn machine? Do you shake the building? What do you do to get the car out?
And imagine you buy a Hummer and you get a Pinto.
I actually saw someone selling their Hummer H3 right now. This is for sale with the phone number on it. It's a blue one. I was driving by.
The question is why are they trying to sell those things? Nobody wants them. They need to keep those things as a throwback in the next 15 years. Nobody wants a Hummer. Well, hold on. Let me.
Yeah, I was just.
Let me rephrase that.
You may rephrase that soon.
Porn star that I am. Let me rephrase that one. But go ahead.
Wow. Didn't see that.
March sales are expected to be the lowest in the U.S. since January 2014, and lowest first quarter since 2012, according to Edmunds. Some automakers and dealers are attempting to push online sales to supplement lower showroom traffic. General Motors.
Well, you know what? I don't feel sorry for these guys. I'm telling you why I don't feel sorry. They got together, Big Three, and they have this gangland mentality. I know the Big Three got this gangland mentality. Remember the DeLorean?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, they had the DeLorean. Okay, I'm not even gonna get into it. But the guy was trying to save his company. Next thing you know, he's in a hotel room with drugs. You know how bad it is when you're trying to save your company that you got to resort to drugs to try to move drugs in order to save it.
That's not Andrew Gillum, is it? Oh, no, my bad. I digress.
So anyway, as I was saying, you have the Big Three. They put the muscle grip on the auto industry. That they don't let anybody in. What was that? Was Tucker was one that they tried to enter in and they shut him out? You never heard of a Tucker.
Tonka truck?
Tucker, not Tonka. Tucker. Oh. It's so bad you ain't never heard of it. And let me tell you something about the Big Three. You open a car company, they come and say, "Hey, business is good here. We want in." They come in with that, with that mob mentality. We want in. You say no, they'll squeeze you out. The Big Three will squeeze you out. But technology, like it's done for so many other industry, technology has evened up the score. That's why there's a company called Tesla. And they would have squeezed the hell out of Tesla 25 years ago. Tesla could not make it 25 years ago. There is no way Tesla would have even come to the... Oh, okay, maybe a little even further. I'm talking about like 30 years ago, Tesla, we'd be like, what? Remember that thing that came out talking about they were Tesla? Yeah, they test their way out of the market. Tesla would have never made it, and you know why? Tesla, first of all, you gotta in order to get a good car going, you gotta assume a lot of debt because there's a lot of stuff that you gotta do. Just think of how much that goes into a car. You gotta assume a lot of debt, and if it wasn't for that Wall Street tech money, no way Tesla would have got in there. No way. And then
they were in debt for what? The first
15 years.
Right? Or was it
Tesla?
15?
Tesla did not show a profit.
Turning, right?
Yes, like in 2018.
By the way, let me ask the car question because I know you're a car guy. I haven't started my car up in 2 weeks. Should I go and start it?
Yeah.
You got a remote starter?
Yeah, I do. I should.
You better use your remote starter because you've been really pissing me off. No, seriously, you haven't started in 2 weeks?
Like a week and a half.
Yeah, you gotta crank it. You gotta crank up your car because what happens is the battery is sitting there, and especially in today's world, your car battery is running there's a lot of stuff that's running on the battery when the car is not running, such as the clock, the timing for there's just so many things behind the scenes that's being run right now. They're not as straightforward mechanicals as they used to be. You got that computer chip that's trying to tell it, to open the door. You'll be lucky. You got power locks, right?
Yeah.
You'll be lucky if those things work when you get to it.
Oh, man. All right, I'm going to go.
Yeah, I'm dead serious. You'll be lucky because you got to remember, there's a chip that's telling your key that you're walking with. Is it one that when you touch the locks, it open?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. You better go crank that thing up.
I'm going to go take a ride around.
Exactly. Go around the block.
Yeah.
Ride around the block a couple times, man. Don't let them know I told you, though.
I can do that all week.
No, right. Joe Ugly is telling everybody to violate the governor's stay-at-home policy.
Wow.
I have already, so.
Wow.
My bad. Wow. Hey, yo, let me say one other thing. Sorry about that, Trevor. I shouldn't be calling you a racist. I hate that tag. As a matter of fact, let me go on my way to say both Trevors aren't racist. There you go.
Don't make me.
Damn, that was so. Hold on. I'm going to say this. Why did you include the other Trevor?
Because he's white.
Oh my god.
So you got
lie. I smell a lie out of that one from me already here. Keith.
Don't get me started again.
Yeah. T. Hicks, hit me with a story, man. Redeem yourself real quick. Go ahead, man. What do you got?
So, did you see about CNBC released a thing about how corona deaths? They're it's projected to go up to like 240,000.
Okay, you trying to depress me. Back to Trevor. Trevor, what do you got for me? You're killing me. I'm trying to get away from this. Give me business, man, so I could think outside of the box, man. Go ahead.
With strikes and sick out, some grocery and delivery workers are taking a definite stance. One-time bonuses, temporary pay hikes. Along with healthcare workers and police officers, grocery workers on the front lines of the coronavirus pandemic, but often with the low pay of little of any protective gear.
That is so true. Those guys, but they're doing a lot of work. Now, you guys said yesterday that they're putting up the plexi shields at the register.
Yeah, they just did that to my 7-Eleven I go to.
Oh, okay, 7-Eleven. They still got those?
Yeah, we have one down here.
Oh yeah.
Where's the 7-Eleven around here, guys? I'm talking about in the New Haven area. I don't. Oh, okay, yeah. There's one up on. No, there's Route 80.
Yeah.
There's one.
There's one up on Dixville Avenue. That's right. But that's new. That's Hamden.
There's one in Milford on the way you go to the mall, and you jump on the 95.
You know when we gotta play Where's Waldo to find the 7-Eleven card. You know, you know how bad this is.
It's one on Bobby Boulevard.
Yeah, it was 7-Elevens. Yeah, you're right.
There's a 7-Eleven in West Haven by what is it, ShopRite? Or the old ShopRite is still
okay, they just got enough free press from
across
us.
the street from Railroad Sandwich in West Haven.
Jesus Christ, man. Why don't you tell them exactly where exactly? I just said.
Are they sponsors?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Rob Nice is like, hold on. Rob Nice is like,
put on my shirt.
I tell you, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Rob Nice is going to tell us exactly where the hell it is in a few seconds. And if you take like 2 lefts, 2 rights, and park the car, you'll be in the driveway. What the hell?
At least you know your crew got you. You asked a question about something.
Rob Nice said, oh, Rob Nice in the studio. Rob Nice, baby! Yeah, that's
you heard what Joe Biden said about 7-Eleven, right? He said you have to have a slightly Indian accent in order to work at a 7-Eleven. That's what Joe Biden said. Hand to your God, Joe. Hand to your God.
He said, hand to your God.
Go ahead.
Oh, man. They don't stand a chance.
You know what Trump said about the people down there in Virginia, right?
Don't make up stuff. Joe Biden actually said that. I can give you the video clip.
There were good people on both sides. Remember
there
that?
were good people on both sides. You want me to explain that?
Would you like me to finish?
No. Here comes Mr. Wannabe White going to try to explain it for him. Go ahead.
You actually want me to explain that?
No, I want the one who wants to be white. The guy who wants to be white so bad. He want to be full-fledged Caucasian. You're just light-skinned Puerto Rican.
We should do a segment on it where we read the transcript.
You're just a light-skinned Puerto Rican. Neither Trevor wants you in their group. No, neither Trevor or Trevor wants you in their group.
Let's
shut up.
A segment where we read the transcript of him condemning the white supremacists before getting to the point where he said the protesters who were there to actually protest were the people on both sides.
Harry, you do know.
I'm just saying words matter, so stop lying.
You do know Tony Redneck calls you Spigger, right?
Hey.
I just want you to know. You do know old Frankie Redneck calls you Spigger, right? You do know this, right?
Shout out to my boy Sam in Brooklyn who came up with that word, Spigger.
He didn't come up with that.
Yes,
Frankie Redneck call you that. All right. Hit me with some more business, please.
I'm going to continue this story.
I don't want to hear from who Frankie Redneck calls the Spigger. I don't want to hear him anymore. Go ahead,
Some retailers have temporarily increased wages or offered bonuses. Whole Foods, Instacart, Amazon workers have planned walkouts this week to demand safer work.
Amazon can't handle another walkout. But then again, they can, but Whole Foods can't. Whole Foods can't. Before Whole Foods better fall back.
Whole paycheck?
They're like,
Whole paycheck?
Yeah, exactly. They'll take your whole damn paycheck. They ain't playing. By the way, is Whole Foods part of the Amazon chain?
Yeah.
Or are they just tied in?
They're like tied in. They have like you can buy if you buy stuff off Amazon.
They're part of it. They Amazon owns it.
They own it. That's what I want to know. As far as the business model, Whole Foods is now part of Amazon.
Yes.
Okay, and the reason, are you sure about this, Harry? Are you giving me more fake news?
No, it's
let this out, please.
It's correct.
Okay. Whole Foods being part of Amazon, I can see that because I'll never forget about 3-4 years ago, maybe even longer. I went into the Whole Foods, and all of a sudden I saw the Amazon pickup box right in the drop off and pickup boxes right there in the whole in the where you eat in the Whole Foods in Orange, where you can sit down and eat. Well, you can't do anything like that these days. But anyway, I saw the Amazon pick up and drop off boxes. I was like, ooh, Amazon moving in. I didn't know they actually.
I was about to tell you that anyways. That the Amazon drop off boxes there.
Yeah, they do have those drop off and pick up boxes. So once I saw that, I was like, damn, this guy. Jeff Bezos didn't play around with Amazon, did he? They just came up quick.
Yeah, they're a part of Amazon.
They're part of Amazon. And to think, freaking Amazon started off as a book company. Remember that, Harry?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I remember when Amazon, you say Amazon, you're like, what are you, in a book club? That's what they were.
Well, and his wife was the accountant of the two, right? And she was aggressive with everything. She's the one who made the deals with shipping and all of this stuff.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, his wife was good.
Yeah.
No wonder why she walked away with it.
That's why that divorce was legal. It was legal.
Exactly. She walked away with how much? 60 billion or something like that? How much did she walk away with?
She was nice. She
was nice. She walked away with $38 billion.
$38 billion.
No, but 38, and she went with
plus she kept stocks.
Right, she kept stock, and she allowed her shares to be controlled by him still. So she's
smart. She's smart. She's like, oh no, you're gonna control these shares.
Yeah.
Because you know how to make money. I ain't playing with you. She's like, I understand what this marriage is. This marriage is about. You see, people get caught up when they walk down the aisle. You're like, oh, oh gosh, I ain't even gonna get into it.
Don't get into it, that PTSD is serious.
Yeah, lying. Because I was reading in one of those articles, one of the fake news that you sent. Harry, why don't you bring that up?
What are you talking about? We said one of the articles.
Exactly. You know the fake news that you sent me yesterday. That we want to go back and we want to cover. Bring that up, please.
This is one of the articles that woke me up at 4 a.m.
I don't know what you're talking about, Joe.
The one about the coronavirus.
There's a lot of them.
The one that you sent me yesterday.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, Jesus. The one about
I got
all the symptoms and what they're doing with the G5.
Oh, you see, I thought. Oh, no, you see, that was a text that was sent. That's not an article.
Oh, so
that was one of those. That was one of those things that's floating around on Facebook.
Well, okay, you know what? I'm going to try to pull it up because
I thought you were talking about this.
Which one is that one? Amazon pulls 1 million fakers prevention from. Oh, okay, that's a fake news thing.
That's not a fake news. It's just saying Amazon had to pull 1 million fake cures.
Yeah, I know, for prevention for coronavirus. I get it. I start reading it, and then I watched this price gouging stuff. What was that about?
Well, if you try to go on Amazon, they've been eliminating it, but the 4-ounce bottles of hand sanitizer?
Yeah.
Oh.
They were selling a 2-pack for like $100.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So people were actually price gouging, right? You had a couple from Florida who at the beginning of the virus, they went to every dollar store in the state and grabbed all the hand sanitizer and everything. And they went and put it all on Amazon and were price gouging. And so Amazon actually closed their account. And now they're threatening to sue Amazon because it's affecting their business.
And they should.
I saw some dude do that with toilet paper and paper towels and locked in a storage containment.
Well,
see, and you see, I'm not hating on that because the people who are mad about that, the people who are mad about that are the ones who did not think of it. I mean, I'm not going to go out and do something like that, but don't put it past me now. I can see me saying, I see an opportunity.
They were visionaries.
Exactly. That's what America was built on. People are looking out and saying, how can I exploit this?
How can I
What's wrong
make
with you?
$2 during this pandemic?
Just because some people didn't go out and do it. I mean, look, I'm not saying it's right, it's wrong. I'm not saying it's morally right or wrong. That's not where I'm going with it. But when you got this thing called capitalism, what a lot of people refuse to realize, Caleb, you know the mirror shows it backwards, right?
And the truth is, they were making money. People were buying it.
Of course.
So
you're scared for your life. Of course, you're gonna drop that $100.
Yeah.
For a little container of Perel.
A 2-pack of Perel. Here's my credit card.
That's no good. I can't condone this behavior.
What is wrong with you?
What?
Because if it was a couple on Welly Avenue who was doing it, they would be mad. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't be mad.
Hand sanitizer.
I wouldn't be mad. You know me, I would be like cheering them around. You know, I don't have a problem with that. The way our system works, this beautiful thing called capitalism that enslaves a lot of people. This thing called capitalism, it is based on supply and demand. Come on, man.
And you know, another thing that was going fast on Amazon was the antibiotic soap, the soap bars.
Yeah.
And the doctor came out and said, that doesn't kill anything. It's just like a regular bar of soap.
That doctor is he just mad. He didn't come up with the.
He didn't come up with the.
He didn't come up with the idea. So he's trying to kill business. That's all.
Yeah, but Amazon's killing a lot of business right now.
And I don't blame them. They should sue them because at the end of the day, Amazon didn't have in their. Do they have it in their terms of agreement that you can't price gouge?
Don't know.
Okay, class action lawsuit.
All right, so
anyone who got.
Let me get this right. So price gouging is good during epidemic, pandemic, whatever, right?
Actually, it's illegal.
Price gouging is illegal, man. I'm just saying that.
You can't hoard up everything, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, you're holding a monopoly on it. But the bottom line is, you see, the stores who sold them the stuff was a greedy one. They saw these people wheeling out the damn store with 2 carriages full of goddamn Perel. At some point, you gotta say, that's a store. They're trying to do something. I'm calling the authorities. But they were like, oh.
Breaking news.
Yeah. What's that? What's the breaking news?
Unemployment, 6.6 million people.
Oh, my God. Double from last week.
You're talking
double from last week. Oh, well, this is what happens. I know nobody's working. Nobody's working. We're over here like we're working around candles, and I got a little squirrel over here peddling so we could have internet.
That's what Caleb's doing.
Yeah,
his legs with his legs.
Behind the scenes, that's why I go in and out.
Caleb dropping the nuts to the squirrels.
Goes on the spin bike to get the power going to high speed internet.
Get that nut, Caleb. Get that
nut. That was next level. That's all I'm going to say there. That was next level. And Harry's got this. I'm not even going to go through on it.
Wait, what?
But anyway, what's that?
What you said about me? What did I do?
No. I'm not even going to go on it.
Can't we all just get along?
We don't know how. You and I. Where did you send me this stuff, Harry? Why can't I find it? You didn't text that to me.
I sent it in
you shared it with
Facebook Messenger. All right, let me go into my.
Oh, you did?
Facebook Messenger. That's the worst.
Yeah, why? What do you use?
I use my regular text messenger. I hate people who use Facebook Messenger to call me. It's like, dude, you have my phone number. Why are you calling me on Facebook Messenger?
Well,
maybe they figured out it's a little cheap. Harry, where the hell is it? It's not in there. I don't know where the hell. Oh, you might have sent it in. I think you might have shared it in Drive. I don't know. I can't find it.
I don't know.
Anyway,
that was a funny April Fool's joke you sent me.
That was the best one. Did you get it? Did you get it, Caleb? The April Fool's joke? You didn't get it? But don't need to open it now. It's the second. Keep it moving. You go ahead, Carter. Just keep it going now.
I didn't get it.
I ain't get it.
Did you get that video of the doctor saying to blow the hair dryer in your nose?
I didn't get that.
What?
Oh my God! I sent all of that stuff to you yesterday.
No, I didn't get that. Where did you send it?
To Joe Ugly Instant Messenger.
I'm telling you, it didn't come in. I'm looking at it right now. You know what's the last?
The same account you sent me the video.
Hold on, I'm looking at it right now. Just 1 second.
Joe's too busy sending videos, man.
No, the last thing I have is Okay, you followed it. You mean the Steve Fallon? Which one is it? Which one is it? What's the tag on it?
You want me to put it up?
Let's put it up.
Yeah. No, don't put up the video because then it's gonna. I want the one where the G5 one. You don't have that? Could you put that up?
That one, it's not there. I don't know how.
5G.
Yeah, the 5G. It was
You know, Kodak and his planes. You know, he don't want me to mix it up. He's like, I fly a 5G. That G5 is that garbage. Dude.
I don't know the planes. What are you talking about?
You heard this elitist ass? I fly a 5G.
Okay, first
I
of all,
fly a G5.
See, I can't even help.
5G is a phone, Joe. Get it right.
Is it a G5 Infinity?
Crazy.
He's so what and he's ready to upgrade from his G5. By the way, what are you getting next year? What are you getting next year?
That 5G thing is interesting though.
What's so interesting about it?
No, just about they not necessarily coronavirus, but just side effects from it and what it does to you.
Well, I can imagine because from what I understood about the whole 5G thing, it's that it's a shorter wave. It's the same wave as what's that?
4G.
4G, but it's just shorter. So the impact is heavier. And there's a company that's here in New Haven that's supposed to be helping it go through walls because it's shorter wave. It doesn't penetrate walls as well. And this company, get me that article. God, dog it.
I'm gonna put it up right now.
Please do. I want to read this because now, guys.
What's that?
Okay. Unhighlighted, please. So now I don't know who sent this to Harry, but it says 5G laws. All right. Okay. Leave it highlighted because you're moving it and I can't read while you're moving it, Harry. 5G law passed on 3/25/2020 while everyone was distracted. S.893 secure 5G and beyond. I can't see what's behind our stuff there. Could you make it any smaller? Never mind. Leave it. They signed into law 116-129, blah, 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 blah. That would speed up the installation of 5G and protect profits. Children had to be out of school you see, this is the part that makes no sense to me. It says children had to be out of school for the covert installation. For the covert installation. And then it goes, parents, are you seeing what's happening? And you see, this is where, they just killed their whole story right there in that one line. If children had to be out of school in order to install this, all they had to do was wait till summer. Am I right?
True.
I mean, they just made a big thing, they made this big thing out of it. And, they went to the symptoms of 5G radiation sickness includes, you're going to have to move from left to right too, Harry, so I can see it behind the thing because I want to get it all. It's called shortness of breath, passing out, cold and flu symptoms, fever increase, cancer risk, what did it say? Foggy thinking, eye something. What is that? Eye what, Harry?
Eye pain, nightmares, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, headache, dizziness, disorientation, weakness,
fatigue, hair loss, bloody, vomit, low blood pressure. What's that? Internal bleeding, infections, and low blood pressure. It is. And then it goes, sound familiar? Yes. It's called a goddamn divorce. Move it on. Jesus
they making this connection to China because they said China been running the 5G. So you know what I'm saying? They that's probably why.
That's why this is why it made the disease. Is that what they're saying?
Not necessarily made the disease, but it made them super vulnerable. So you know what I'm saying?
Here's the other part, another line that just killed the argument. Please soak up all the sunlight you can take in for your protection from these intense radiation rays. Okay, I don't get it. I don't get it. This one, I don't know. I don't know. I don't buy it.
Yeah, it sounds weird.
I don't buy it. I mean, if you're gonna give me something, give me a lot of stats. Don't give me some, like someone just take an article that showed that Google LLC was in a lawsuit, and they put a list of all these other names that were in this lawsuit that have, and this is why they say they're shutting down the U.S. And I'm like, oh, Jesus God. There's so many stupid conspiracy theories out there. First of all, if you're going to sue Google LLC, if that's your lawyer, if you're in a lawsuit against Google LLC, if that's your lawyer, get rid of him. Get rid of him. Yes, Google LLC exists, but why is there a Google LLC? No one stop and ask those simple questions. You know how big Google is? But why is it a Google LLC? Because Google have a parent company by the name of Alphabet, which carries its umbrella to all of Google's side operation. So Google LLC is an individual game. So if you had any types of lock-in with Google and you're part of the LLC, of course you're going to be part of that damn lawsuit.
Thoughts and prayers.
People just they just have no idea of what the hell is really going on. So the first thing that people start saying to them, they start believing it. But the bottom line is, if somebody's going to sue Google, they're not suing Google LLC. They're going after unless it's Google LLC. Tell me what it is that they're being charged on. I mean, they're being sued for. And why isn't the parent company involved? That's usually what they do. The lawyers go after the big one so they can make sure they can secure the case. So you're here now with a frivolous lawsuit. Oh, gosh. You can sue the individual. Oh, man.
Yo, we gotta show that video tomorrow of that doctor telling people how to get rid of the virus by going into a sauna and all that stuff.
Do you have it? Do you have it up and ready? How long is
it? It's too long. We're at the end of the show,
okay.
So.
All right. How long of the show? Can you chop it up and take little pieces off of it? Can you take little pieces off? I don't want to play the whole thing. Just get the dumb parts. Can you do that?
I'll try to do that.
So right. Doctors want to.
Because I don't want to eat up. Yeah. I don't want to eat up the whole show with it cutting. I mean, Harry, go ahead.
It's about 4.5 minutes.
That's a lot of time.
Yeah,
that's a lot of time. We're only going to take about 30 seconds out of that and just watch his stupidity. Go ahead, Trevor. What were you saying?
So this doctor wants us to go into saunas.
Yeah, he wants to eat football. Unbelievable.
Did he blow in from Crazy Town?
It's and people, because there's sometimes you can use a simplistic mindset to deal with a situation. There are other times that you don't. You got an open wound and you go up with a Band-Aid to fix it. It's not going to work. It's not going to work.
Nope.
Oh, my goodness. Hit me with some more news real quick. What else we got here?
I got you some political. Trump hits at using...
No. Don't do that. Don't do that right now because I don't want to have to choke Harry on the way out.
I kind of want you to choke Harry on the way out. The content we need to see. Politicians are already calling for a fourth coronavirus relief plan. An array of lawmakers and President Donald Trump have started to acknowledge the need of another coronavirus relief bill, even after they passed the largest emergency spending plan in the U.S.
Yeah, but the bottom line is they do need one. They do need one. What he's actually saying, in Trevor's head, what he's reading sounds great, but he don't realize you don't realize you trail off, do you?
Now I've noticed since you're telling me that.
You trail off as you start reading because you start reading to us, and then all of a sudden you start reading to yourself. I'm like, no. That's when I interrupt and I start saying,
"Project, Trevor, project."
I mean, first of all, you need to sit the hell up. Well, it's the end of the damn show now. Don't do it now. I mean, he laid down and he's trying to read the news. Lord help us. What is going on?
Officials will face a tough task in agreeing on how exactly to rein in the damage from the outbreak and spark recovery from economic freefall as they look for a fourth phase of the government pandemic response. members of.
But what do you think about this whole this financial infusion, Harry? Or Kotick, or anybody? I don't care. Rob, what do you think?
Well, the thing is, before we go on to the next package, shouldn't we spend the first package or the second package? The 2.2 trillion hasn't even hit the streets yet.
Well, no, we don't want it. You see, that's the Republican thing right there. That's a conservative nonsense. No,
I'm just saying because then you're going to be talking about how the money disappeared.
But you don't wait. Yeah, but you don't wait until I know I got a 5G to get. Anyway, so you don't wait. No, but you don't wait until you got the pandemic and then try to do something about. Right. You start getting ahead of it. Because if you don't get it, because they still gotta go in and negotiate and do a whole bunch of back and forth. We don't want to be doing that in the middle.
They're already ahead of it. The thing is that you're not gonna know the shortfallings until you spend this.
What
did you see today's unemployment number? Yeah. That's another 3 million people on the street.
The boys.
I mean, we just, yeah. What's that? 6.6?
Yeah, 6.6 million.
A lot of people.
6.6 million people back on the street. We ain't got time to sit around talking about.
Last week it was 3 million, so 9 million.
So it's a total of 9 million. So you're talking about 9 million. 9 million people without jobs. Let me help you understand. We don't have time to wait until to catch up with this. We really don't. If we went what's it? 200% in 1 week. I think somewhere along the line we just got to say, hey, you know what? You got to get ahead of it. You can't sit there talking about let's see how this. No, you got to pass the bill and have an oversight committee to see when the money will roll. To get the damn bill passed. Have an oversight committee. That's how you do it.
2 minutes.
Thank you. We're going to play this game and we're going to wait till last second. And then all of a sudden we're going to look and say, oh, shoot, we can't do anything. Next thing you know, we out here doing construction work like Kotick in the middle of a pandemic, spreading coronavirus.
Okay, first of all, I'm outside and I'm not working with more than one person.
Oh, so
you wear masks the whole time.
Yeah, you wear masks. And they touching you, hand me that hammer. Hand me them nails. Put the nails in your mouth, man, so we could so you don't gotta go up and down the line.
You haven't been in construction for a minute, huh?
Nah, I haven't.
Nails.
I know. Got nail guns, Negro. You're in line for a minute.
Can we pinpoint a date when these checks are supposed to drop, you think?
No, the checks are supposed to come out in the next 3 weeks or so.
Yeah.
That's from the first stimulus. You're supposed to start seeing it in the next 3 weeks. But the realities of it.
That's if you filed a tax return before.
Right. You had to file a tax return.
Yeah.
At least last year, I think.
Right, at least 2019.
Right. So if you had direct deposit in 2019, you'll get a direct deposit. If you don't, wait those 6 weeks.
Let me play conspiracy theorist. Here we go. Ooh, they're gonna go ahead and they did this whole coronavirus so they could get everybody bank account so they could know exactly what you deposited and when you deposited and where you deposited. Ooh, go ahead, put that out there as another conspiracy theory. Go ahead.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, right.
That's true.
If you think for 5 seconds, the government who has handled every bank in the United States of America. They have every bank in the United States of America is FDIC insured. So if you think they don't have all your data already, you must be on crack.
Cocaine television.
If you think that these people are waiting for you to give up your information, man, you better stop. Yes, the hell it is.
That's gonna be a problem.
So the bass is intense in this.
Yeah.
Just minding my shit, so the lights in the mirror see glowing. Click. I'm innocent, my paper's legit, but that wasn't gonna stop him from giving me shit. He's walking to my door, tapping on my glass, telling me his reasons for why he all fast.
Doesn't matter, got no time to stress. Can somebody be my witness? Frustrated, irritated while I'm sitting in court looking at the jury, feeling no support. My lawyer
none.
Hey, plea, I can see the judge's eyes saying I should agree, but that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a real big problem. That's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a real big problem. Left my girl home now.
Yeah, this your boy Cotty, aka I'll be there when I get there. And you listening to Ugly Radio, streaming live 24/7. So stay connected, keep it ugly.
Bottle put a smile like a style, all the fellas going wild. She's fake, this is something I regret. From my pocket, she's a threat. Here she comes.
Hey, what's
Yeah,
up?
this is Cotty.
Did she just?
I'll be there when I get there.
What's her name?
Which is never.
That's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a real big problem. That's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a real big problem. Real.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Problem, real big problem. Real big problem. Real big problem. That's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a real big problem. That's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a real big problem. Owe me money, pay up. Hot for me, please stop. Wanna ride, pay for gas. Broke food, kiss my pay for dinner, can't do. Now you mad? Who's you? Act sick, got the cure. Fake people, move it up. That's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a real big problem. That's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a real big problem.
Oh, I got another joint.
Yeah, Evil Man.
We begin today with the 2020 census. Some are saying that they're not interested in it, but we have Caleb live on the scene to inquire why and how we can get them to participate. Caleb.
Yes, we're live outside, and this is, and tell us why you're not interested in the 2020 census.
It takes too long to finish.
It's only 10 minutes to complete. Impact your street, impact your life, and how you survive, not wasting no time. Come join, be a part of the rise. Been warned, let's not be surprised. We open our eyes, decide to be wise, let's mobilize.
What's the point of the census? What does it do for us?
Every person counts, and a low sum amount that will pass all around. But throughout our schools for a better education. A+ for transportation. For college age to further our generation. Taste of success, I'm craving. Be on time for your job, training. No more money chasing. Don't be so basic, yeah, don't hear what I'm saying.
How can it help me with healthcare for me and my kid?
If you're not counted, then you'll be discounted. The chop in your fronting is your life, you're punting. The reaper is knocking, so you better be aware. Let's show we care. Gotta make this fair. We took the debt up,
but I don't want to give up my